upgrade!
There's a place deep on the interwebs, a black market you could say, where people trade legitimate modded fire nocturnos. How's it going, guys? My name is Checker and welcome to today's video. Today we'll be taking a look at one of these weapons and discussing how they came to be. And this is kind of a touchy subject here. I will not be naming any of my sources in order to conceal their identity, because Epic will take action against people that have this weapon. You might just get your inventory wiped, you might get your account banned. Either way, I don't want to do that for someone that just wanted to provide me content for a video. And I want to clarify that I do not have possession of this weapon. All of the footage that you guys are seeing from this weapon was provided for me from a fan. The only interaction I have had with this weapon is just being in a game with it and taking a screenshot of it for a thumbnail. So once again, Epic, please don't wipe my account. I do not have this weapon. So what makes this weapon so unique? Why is it so special? And why are people paying boatloads of real money for this weapon? If you are unaware, the normal Nocturno, the only Nocturno that is supposed to exist, has fixed perks. So all of the Nocturnos have the same exact perks. And instead of fire damage, we have energy damage on the normal Nocturno. This, once again, is supposed to be the only Nocturno you can get. But we happen to be looking at a fire Nocturno today. Quickly looking over the fire Nocturno, we have a power level of 106, a DPS of 27,767.9, and once we get to the perks, that is where things get a little bit interesting. We have increases assault weapon damage by 15%. I mean, seriously, like, who wrote this perk? Increases assault weapon damage by 15%. That is just a really long and awkward way of saying plus a 15% damage. Plus 10% weapon damage fire, changes damage type to fire, effective against blah 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 blah. And then we have another 10% weapon damage fire, but this one causes affliction for 6 seconds. So what we have here is a Nocturno with double fire elemental effects. And taking a look at the exterior of the Nocturno, we have pretty much the same weapon as the original, except now we obviously have the fire elements on there too. And then when it comes to firing this weapon, it is pretty much exactly the same as the original. Again, with the only difference being the fire elemental effect. Okay, so we have a power level 106 double fire Nocturno. How on earth is this even a thing, and how is it legit too? You know, it's one thing for there to be like a hacked in weapon or something like that, but how is this a legitimate weapon? And if Epic wants these removed, and by the way, they definitely want these removed, how come they're still in the game? How are people still getting these weapons? First, we must take a look at how this weapon came to be. If you guys have had or paid attention to Save the World in the past couple of months, you probably are aware of some of the issues that they've been having. In some cases, people's storm shields are getting completely wiped, and sometimes people's inventories are also being completely wiped. Now, when this happens, Epic has been very kind to those that have had the misfortune of this happening to them, and they give a lot of really cool loot. For some reason, though, I don't know if this was just an employee trying to have fun here, they decided to give out custom Nocturnos. So let's just say you were one of the people that had your inventory wiped. You were then given the option to have a custom-made Nocturno for you. So boom, just like that, all of these custom Nocturno schematics have been added to the game. Again, I don't know why they did it. Obviously, they didn't mean to do it, and they eventually removed all of the custom Nocturno schematics. Or so they thought. Now, I don't know anybody that has the schematic for one of these custom Nocturnos. I do, however, know a couple people that know somebody that does. And one of them says that their friend finally got theirs removed, and the other has stated that he still has it. And again, I'm not going to go into all of that stuff. I don't want to get my account wiped. That would probably be like the worst thing to happen to my channel. Did you hear about this Save the World YouTuber that had his account completely wiped? Yeah, he's an idiot. He was showing off modded weapons and how to get them. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. I like my YouTube channel. But apparently that is still the word. There are still some of these schematics out there. And like I said, people will pay actual real money for these things. I'm not going to say how much, but it's a lot more than you probably think. So then what's the big deal? Why hasn't Epic addressed this issue? Why are there, number one, people having the weapons still, and number two, people still having the schematic? And can't they just go and wipe that from people's accounts? Well, they could. They could try to wipe these weapons from people's accounts completely, but just looking at Fortnite's track record, imagine what happens if something goes wrong. Epic Games goes to remove all of the fire Nocturnos and instead it clears everyone's inventory completely. I mean, I hate to say it, but that is something that could definitely happen. And I think they know that, and that's why we aren't seeing these weapons removed. Instead, what it appears that they're doing is picking them out one by one, which honestly is probably a much safer thing to do. So there we have it, guys, the fire Nocturno. The weapon accidentally given out to players and then hunted down and banned by Epic, creating a black market. Once again, I would like to thank everyone that provided footage for this video. I will not be naming any names here. I once again have to keep people's names private here. But thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Did you guys notice that my voice is like a lot different in this video? Yeah, like I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm like not as energetic, I guess. I'm just like closer to my microphone, like really close, and I'm just like talking more softly because my voice hurts. I hurt my voice box.